She supposedly helped somebody tie a guy up that had to do with a murder.
What are you requesting in terms of child support?
No child support from either party, no medical support from either party.
Yes, and I would like for her to pay something. That way that way we can get some type of assistance. I don't think she's fit to even have the kids unsupervised at all. I think she should, whenever she gets out, should pay some type of child support wise.
State would ask that the court establish Mr. Felipe de los Santos as the child or as the father of the child Elijah, and order Mr. de los Santos to pay current child support and medical support of zero beginning February 1st, 2024, and to take a child support judgment against Mr. de los Santos as a in the amount of $0 as of January 23rd, 2024. That is after the
I'm sorry, what date? What was the date in January?
January 23rd, 2024. That's after the application of possession credits from January of 2022 to the present, which exceed the amount of child support arrears as per the pay record. The state is asking for the court to take a medical support judgment against Mr. de los Santos in the amount of $724.52 as of January 23rd, 2024, and for the court to order Mr. de los Santos to pay that off at the rate of $75 a month beginning February 1st, 2024. The state is asking the court to make appropriate findings on non-disclosure of each party's information. Mr. de los Santos is not asking for a non-disclosure. The state is asking for the court to order or make a ruling on court costs and to order them to be paid by December 31st, 2024.
Aren't they both AG customers, for lack of a better word?
Yes, Judge. That's why I did not ask for them to be assessed against a particular person. I'll leave that up to
Who
the
would
court.
I order to pay?
Okay, and then you can deny them.
Okay.
The state is also asking for the court to order child support and medical support from Ms. Lopez to Mr. de los Santos in the amount of $0 monthly. Ms. Lopez's incarceration. The state is asking for Mr. de los Santos to be ordered to apply for a government health plan for the children. Mr. de los Santos is asking to be appointed as managing conservator of the children, and for the court to appoint Ms. Lopez as possessory conservator of the children. The state is asking for the court to make appropriate orders regarding conservatorship and possession and access. Mr. de los Santos is asking for a standard possession order. Mr. de los Santos is also asking for residency geographic restriction to include Harris and contiguous counties. And that is the extent of the state's and Mr. de los Santos's request at this time. Mr. de los Santos?
Yes.
Do you have family violence concerns with Ms. Lopez?
No, ma'am.
Does she know where you live now?
Yes.
All right. If you were to move from there, do you have safety concerns having to tell her where you moved to with the children?
No, ma'am.
Do you know what she's incarcerated for right now?
Yes.
What's her charge?
Oh, you know what? I really don't know the charge. I know the circumstances, but not the charges, the actual charges.
Okay, what are the circumstances as you know them?
She supposedly helped somebody tie a guy up that had to do with a murder.
Does that involve any of your children together with Ms. Lopez?
No, it doesn't involve the children, but you're probably right. I probably should not tell her where I move if I do move, because I do plan on moving soon, but in the same complex, but just a different bigger place.
Do you have safety concerns with having to tell Ms. Lopez where you moved to?
Yes.
Okay, why?
Just because I don't know her lifestyle and what she's got going on. We really don't communicate like that, just about the kids.
Okay, so I just want to I don't always say this in defaults, but maybe I need to start. I'm not with the Attorney General's office, so anything you've discussed in the back or on the phone with them previously, I don't know about and I'm not allowed to. So all I know about your case is what's filed with the court or comes out in testimony. So I'll be just blunt and honest. When you say something like her lifestyle, I don't know her lifestyle. It
Oh,
doesn't,
okay.
I don't know what you spoke about. So her lifestyle could be great. It could be bad. I have no
Right.
idea. So just
Right.
be clear with your answers, please.
Okay. Yes. So basically, long story short, she just has a bad drug history, and she's got a couple arrests. Some are on like theft, and some are like now more serious charges. She just has a major drug problem. So I don't think she's fit to even have the kids unsupervised at all.
All right, sir,
Why?
that being said, do you think a standard possession order is in the children's best interest then?
What does that mean?
Standard possession order is first, third, and fifth weekends, all weekend long unsupervised, keeping in mind that that's not something that would really be doable as long as she's incarcerated, but whenever she would be released,
Right.
that's the order that would be in place. Do you think that's in the best interest of the kids?
No.
Okay. What kind of possession and access do you think would be in the best interest of the children?
Supervised visits.
Okay, who do you think should supervise them?
How long is she going to be in jail for? Do we know anything about this?
She might be in jail for a while just because the charge is still up. It was
Does anyone know
basically,
when the case is being heard?
she said that her lawyer is gonna talk to her next week. That's what I heard from her mother. But that's as far as that's I'm limited information as well, just because of that. Like I don't talk to her much.
And Ms. Laskowski, do you have any information?
I'm gonna see what I can find. I've got a disposition setting on February 5th of 2024.
So very soon.
The inmate detail indicates that she's awaiting trial.
Do you know why she got transferred to Galveston?
She had drug charges that she was on bond for, and that she basically violated her bond, so she had to go get transferred there and finish that up.
Mr. De Los Santos, do you know if Ms. Lopez has any income while she's incarcerated?
No.
Does anybody send her money?
Her mother.
Do you know how much?
No, she just does what she can, probably like $50.
Okay. Do you know how often?
I don't know. Last time I spoke to her mother, she said that she sends her money every other week.
This is your mother?
Her mother.
Her mother.
Sir, do you have private health insurance available to put the children on?
No.
Do you know if Ms. Lopez does?
No, she doesn't.
Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Can you flush out more the supervised visitation he's requesting?
Why do you think this should be supervised with Ms. Lopez?
She gets she does drugs, as I said, but she gets like she does them like heavy, and she'll end up falling asleep and things like that. There's been video and stuff like that as well. That
Does she do drugs in the presence of the children?
yes, she does drugs in the presence of them.
Your knowledge, has she ever put the children in danger?
Yes, she has.
How so?
She got into a wreck in her vehicle one time, and she always says because she's tired, but it's because she's falling asleep behind the wheel.
This wreck that she had the children in the car with her, when did that happen?
It was with my youngest, which is Elijah. That was about a year and a half, 2 years ago. I mean, if you need more detail, I can definitely get into more detail about it. Just about like how she puts things in danger. There's like several videos of her basically either passed out or overdosing or something. Um, I believe her mother and my father also have the videos still to this day. That was that. How long ago was that? That was about 7 months ago. She's done. She's got a history of going to the hospital for like overdoses and like she has like stuff in her system, and
Who do you think should supervise these visits?
I'd say her mother, just to like, just to, because that's like, I would really say her stepdad, which would be Ruben, which is her mother's husband.
How long do you think these visits should last?
Definitely not overnight, just because, like, just not for now. Maybe in the future or something, but now, not. We don't know if she gets out. We don't know how she's gonna be. If she's gonna be back to drugs, or if she's still doing drugs while incarcerated, or what. We don't know.
Where do you think these visits should take place?
Her mother's house.
And how many visits do you think should be in each phase before she goes to unsupervised?
Mrs. Kosky, I'm not gonna order phases based on the
Okay.
testimony.
All right. Pass the witness, Your Honor.
Mrs. Kosky, what are you requesting in terms of child support?
No child support from either party, no medical support from either party.
Has she been incarcerated 90 days, or is she going to be?
He has been incarcerated since November 7th.
Yes, and I would like for her to pay something. That way we can get some type of assistance.
Does she have something pending both in Galveston and in Brazoria, or is it just in Galveston?
Brazoria is where. Can you hear me? I'm sorry.
Yes, I can.
Okay, Brazoria is where I think they originally arrested her and took her to because of her bond conditions. So basically, yeah. So I had it mixed up. So it's not where Galveston where she violated her bond. It's Brazoria where she violated the bond conditions. So they took her there, and I guess where the murder thing happened at was in Galveston County area. So they took her back over there. That's the situation.
So, Mrs. Kosky, is anything still pending in Brazoria?
No, Judge. The Brazoria County case is marked disposed.
Okay. So the Attorney General's position on the 90 days is what?
So in November. Well, here, hang on. Okay, so she was in Brazoria County from September 7th to November 7th, at which point she went to Galveston County, where
Okay.
she remains. So she's already been incarcerated for a period of 90 days.
And is there anything else you'd like to say, Mr. De Los Santos?
Just I think she should, whenever she gets out, should pay some type of child support wise. Just because I'm not the type of guy to do something like that. It's just really she's not gonna help at all with the kids school or anything. I've been doing it on my own for years, and I know she's not gonna help.
Answer, do you have any plans to leave the Galveston County area? Or was this the case where you agreed to Harrison contiguous?
I'm actually in Harris County.
I'm going to find that Ms. Lopez is in default and was duly served and noticed of today's setting. I'm going to modify the prior order and appoint Mr. De Los Santos, the managing conservator, and Ms. Lopez, the possessory conservator, in order that Mr. De Los Santos has the right to, determine the primary residence of the children within Harris and contiguous counties. Sir, I don't think we heard any testimony about the establishment issue, though. Sorry, let me get the pleading back up. You're the father of the child which is the one that needs to be established?
One more time. Say it. I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part.
Hold on, let me get your pleading back up.
Okay.
Okay, you're the father of Elijah?
Yes.
And is there any chance anyone else could be the father of Elijah?
No.
Okay, and do you know if Miss Lopez was married to anybody previously?
Previously, yeah. I think she was engaged. I don't think she ever got married. Yeah, she was engaged, never got married.
Do you know about what time frame that was?
That was about 4 months ago, 5 months ago.
So recently.
Yeah, right before she went into jail. Okay, so before she went into jail, 2 months before that.
So in 2023.
Right.
Sometime. Okay. But back when Elijah was conceived and born, she was not married to anybody?
No, we were together.
Okay.
We
And
were
you're not
together.
asking for genetic testing?
No.
Okay. I'm going to establish Mr. De Los Santos as the father of Elijah Zoe De Los Santos. I'm not going to change his last name. I'm going to confirm the child support judgment against you, sir, of $0 as of January 23rd, 2024. After possession credits are given. How long have you had the child in your possession?
His whole life.
Okay. So even before she went to jail, you had the children.
Right. Yes, correct.
You didn't sign his acknowledgement of paternity?
No, I didn't. I guess things happened so fast. We told them, yeah, I
Mhm.
wanted to do it, but they never came with the paper. Some mix up. Something happened, and I regretted that every day
Okay. And when did you get Isaiah in your possession?
since he was born as well. The only reason I ever was on child support because me and her were split up. So basically, we were we were being civil with each other. They had a custody hearing for us,
Mhm.
or
Yes.
it was a custody hearing, or it was some type of hearing with the kids, and she was receiving some type of benefits that I was not aware of, and they said that I would have to pay for that, and they like immediately like just like I guess gave her custody or something, and I didn't even know what was really going on because I had no attorney or anything, so I was real young at the time as well.
Okay, I'm going to, I said confirm your child support judgment is 0 as of January 23rd, 2024. And you're agreeing to the medical support judgment, sir, of $724.52.
Right? They said I have to pay that.
Do you want a hearing on the issue, or do you agree? Ms. Laskowski, I don't think I heard anything on that issue in terms of testimony. Do you want to cover that before I rule? And I'll read you my ruling. They said they have to pay for that. Doesn't sound like an agreement, but maybe it is.
Yeah,
All right.
they
Mr. De Los Santos, is there a court order for you to pay or medical support?
the guy I spoke to in the attorney general's office, he said that
Objection, Your Honor.
Please listen to the question and answer, Mr. De Los Santos.
okay.
Is there a court order for you to pay medical support to Ms. Lopez?
Yes.
Are you current in your medical support obligation?
I don't know what that means.
Have you paid each and every dollar amount of medical support that you owe Ms. Cassie Lopez under the previous order?
I believe so.
All right, Mr. De Los Santos, I'm going to share on my screen what we're going to mark as State's Exhibit 1 or 2, rather. This is a pay record in this case. Do you believe this pay record reflects the medical support obligation under the previous order?
Yes.
The state would offer this as State's Exhibit 1 and ask the court to take notice that the amount of medical support arrears are $724.52. So State's Exhibit 3, Judge.
Sir, do you have any objection to that?
No.
No further questions for this witness, Your Honor.
Based on that, I'm going to order a medical support judgment, sir, against you in the amount of $724.52 as of January 24th, 2024. I'm ordering that you pay that back at a rate of $10 each month, beginning February 1st of 2024.
Okay.
In light of Ms. Lopez's incarceration for over 90 days, I'm going to be setting child support at $0 each month, beginning February 1st of 2024. I'm ordering you to apply for a government medical program for the children and ordering Ms. Lopez to pay you cash medical of $0 each month, beginning February 1st of 2024. If she does get out of jail while the children are still minors, you can contact the Attorney General's office and have them review it to modify the child support as appropriate at the time. It may not be forever, but it just depends on her circumstances and then how the litigation goes. I'm going to order that she have visitation. It'll be as mutually agreed. And then on the first, third, and fifth weekend on Saturdays, from 1 to 5 p.m., supervised by her mother or stepfather. Do they live together?
Yes.
Okay. Or stepfather at their residence.
Judge, clarification on the judgment. It's I think you mentioned two different ones. The state would ask for judgment dates on both child support arrears and medical support arrears as of 1/23/24.
Okay, and that was my intent. It's supposed to be $0 in child support as of January 23rd, 2024. And I believe it was $724.52 as of January 23rd, 2024. The
Yes,
cash.
Judge.
Okay, the payment on the medical the medical judgment is $10 each month beginning February 1st of 2024.
Yes.
And then the current child support paid by Ms. Lopez to him is $0 beginning February 1st of 2024, as well as the cash medical. I've heard no testimony about a non-disclosure for Ms. Lopez. Was there a prior one in the order?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'm denying a non-disclosure for Ms. Lopez in light of no testimony. being offered. I'm going to grant a non-disclosure for Mr. De Los Santos. I'm going to order that the parties communicate through app close. The information will be in the order, sir. It's an app that you can download to your phone, I believe also to your computer. If she does it as well, you can communicate that way. It's kind of like texting, but they stay forever and they're date stamped. And if you ever needed to print them out, if she started harassing you or threatening you or anybody else in that app, you could print them out and show them to police or a DA or a family court judge or whoever in your life you would need to show them to if and when bad things get said. Hopefully people knowing that it is date stamped and there forever keep people in line and they don't do those inappropriate things. But if she does, that is there. And this way, if you need to coordinate with some of these visits once she's out, you have a means to do it. People get sick, things happen. And so this gives you a way to talk when things like that happen.
Okay, thank you.
And in light of both parties being your applicants for services, I'm not ordering anyone to pay court costs or denying the court cost request. So Mr. De Los Santos, the Attorney General's office is going to draft an order based on my ruling today. And they're going to send it to you through DocuSign. So it's going to be on your phone where you can review and sign it. And we're going to move you back to a breakout room so that if you have any questions, once you receive it, you can discuss it with somebody.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming in today, sir, and good luck with everything going forward.